Alright guys, so today I want to do another quick video that's relatively informal about airsoft speed loaders. As you know, on the channel we have another video that I did not personally make, and it's about this topic and it's really not that good, so I'm making a replacement today. And I've got quite a few magazines to talk about here, and the different sorts of stuff you might want to use with them. I've got a lot of pistol magazines and, a couple rifle magazines. So I'll start with probably what most of you guys are going to be using it for, which is a gas blowback magazine for a gun like this. A gas blowback, which is what most of you guys are probably going to be using as sidearms. It's really simple. You're just taking, pull down the follower of the magazine. By the way, that's this black bit. Let me get a pointer. This black bit right down here, and you just pull down on that with your fingernail, and you can either put the BBs in down here, or if you have the proper tip, mine kind of broke, but if you have the proper tip that looks something like this, that just goes onto the end of your speed loader, it just simply goes like so, with the follower pulled down, and then if your tip isn't broken, by pushing down on it, the BBs will go into the magazine, or alternatively, you can put them in one at a time. If you don't have such a tip, and all you're left with is that, if your magazine has a cutout like this one does here, you can kind of see where the rails stop, you can just put the BBs in right there, and then it's not a big deal. Same thing with unloading them, you can unload them through that slot. Now, if that's what all you were looking for, something that simple, then go ahead and move on to the next video you're going to watch. Otherwise, as I spill BBs everywhere, I'll talk about some of these other magazines in some greater depth. As far as like high cap magazines go, you don't need a speed loader. You just put the BBs in here and wind the bottom of the magazine. That's all over the internet, so I'm not going to bother. If you have a gas blowback rifle magazine or a mid-cap magazine, you'll just use, even if you don't have a tip, push it in like so, and put BBs in it with the plunger, I guess is what you could call it. They do make tips specifically for these, and I have one someplace, but I never use it, and I don't see that there's much of a need for it. Moving on, again, pistol magazines like this. This is for a spring pistol. If they don't have a follower, generally if you have a tip like this one, it's not broken, it'll fit right over the magazine like this, and the spring will be weak enough to where you can just push BBs into it, and it'll be cool. Otherwise, if you have maybe a magazine like this that's got a weird sort of thing, you can't really use the tip. I would just put them in there by hand. It's not that big of a deal. This is just from a spring pistol. So is this, and this is a similar style as well. This one, some magazines you'll see have this little notch cut in the bottom where you can pull back the follower and lock it. You're not quite sure what I'm talking about right there. Sort of a notch. And you can pull the follower back and move it over a little bit, and it'll lock there, and you can put the BBs in easier. Or just regular, a firearm magazine. They do make speed loaders for these, but this doesn't have anything to do with airsoft, so I'm not even quite sure why I'm including it, but I wouldn't even bother using a speed loader unless it's like a really huge capacity. But if you're playing airsoft, then you probably don't even care about firearms or the magazines for them. But anyway, that's about it. I just want to make a very quick video showcasing a little bit better how to use one of these. They're really, really cheap. They're only a couple of dollars, and they will save your life if you're in the heat of battle and you really want to reload your magazine. Or you're just too lazy to feed BBs in one at a time, or you have a mid-cap magazine where that's literally impossible. That's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not quite sure why anyone would need a video on how to use it, but there's your video. Simply by pushing this, pushes the BBs through, and you just open this door. It's a little bit different on all of them, but it's pretty much like that. And one quick tip for cheap ones like this: sometimes the door that you open to put the BBs in is really loose. If you take a piece of tape, like I've done here, and put it right there, that'll make it a little bit tighter. But regardless of the fact, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this quick video and you learned something as well. Make sure to have a very nice day as well.